Now, this Sunday is going to be a great game. Sunday Night Football, Dolphins versus Chargers.
We're spoiled.
Dolphins 8-4, Chargers 6-6.
Must win for Chargers, right?
Both.
Last time Tua and Herbert faced was Week 10, 2020.
You know who won? Do you?
The Dolphins won.
There it is.
Herbert had 187 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Tua had 169 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. But this is the second duel.
That's a Zach Wilson line.
And we know, and we know that the Dolphins, they're 8-4 right now, right?
12.
I don't think they're in desperation mode just yet.
No.
The Chargers are in desperation mode. They need to win this game.
They're not, though.
So previewing this game, and then next segment's going to be NFL Pick'em.
Do we know if Armstead's playing?
It's at L.A., the Chargers.
Not yet. Still
Ooh,
not.
it's going to get nice weather.
Who do you have winning this game?
For a couple weeks. Do you want to go, River?
I think this is more for you. Go for it.
All right, no problem. All right, who do I think is going to win? Surprise, surprise. I'm going with the Dolphins. Now, let me talk about the Chargers because I'm sure people understand that. I'm just going to ride with the Dolphins regardless. That being said, about the Chargers, with Keenan Allen back, this offense is completely different. You've seen Keenan Allen and his presence since coming back. It's been felt immediately. That doesn't only just open up the entire field for Justin Herbert and these other wide receivers, but Austin Eckler as well, who has been a prominent pass catcher and had a significant role in that aspect all season long and last year as well, which was why he was one of the league leaders in touchdowns. And Austin Eckler has been awesome so far this season already, but Keenan Allen and his presence just makes the entire offense better. You see it in Herbert's play. It's just you have that safety blanket in Keenan Allen that you know that if you have a dire situation like we just saw against the Raiders on 4th down, him scrambling to his strong side, puts a perfect pass to Keenan Allen, and Keenan Allen makes an unbelievable one-handed catch. Keenan Allen makes Keenan Allen-type plays. Now, why I think that the Dolphins are going to come out with this win is because, one, there's a lot of people talking crazy on them right now. And for once, it's not people on our podcast. There's a lot of people that are very happy and very excited that Tua had his first quote-unquote shitter of a game. The first time that Tua meets a little bit of adversity, people are quick to jump on it. And I'm sure that Tua and company are going to want to take those rumors and put into the trash immediately. There is going to be a quick turnaround in the locker room, and I'm sure they just want to remove themselves from the whole Niners situation and any thought process of that. This defense from the Chargers, for whatever reason, allows a lot of points. The rush defense really isn't good. Raheem Mostert, Jeff Wilson, I'm expecting them to have a really solid game. But there is no one that can defend against Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle on this team. We're going to see if Jalen Waddle will be playing as well as Teron Armstead, because as good as Nick Bosa is definitely the elite of the elite. Joey Bosa is a great pass rusher by himself. Khalil Mack is a great pass rusher by himself as well. This is a solid defensive line unit as well. You can't sleep on that. If Teron Armstead's not going to be playing, that's something to look out for. But with that in mind, I'm sure we're going to see some quick plays set up for Tyreek Hill, for Trent Sherfield, and even still, what happened? Said something crazy?
No, it's just like a me and him thing.
Okay.
What, are you
whatever.
mad?
Yes, I am. I'm left out. I'm sad.
I
I'm
just
sorry.
said
I'm jealous.
They were talking about Jaylen Brown being better than Paul George. I said I do fear JB clears PJ.
Yeah, it's like a little
Paul Nor.
dick rider.
All NBA.
Jesus. But on the flip side, Miami's defense really has been very lenient in what they give up to the opposing offenses. Justin Herbert has been playing very well lately, and Keenan Allen is going to have his way with them. Josh Palmer has not been a slouch by any means. Also, Gerald Everett has been very serviceable at the tight end position. This is going to be a shootout, I expect fully, especially on Sunday night. These are two quarterbacks that have to prove themselves. Tua, who has now put himself in that conversation with these guys, whether you believe that he's better than them or not is a different conversation as a whole. But at the minimum, Tua has put himself in the conversation with the guy who was selected after him, and a lot of guys who feel like that's a mistake. It's time for him to silence that noise and put up a dominating performance.
Serge, sorry, real quick. Serge said he found the clip and put it on Twitter.
Please look at it.
What's it? When? There we go.
Play it very loud.
Is it copyrights?
This is our clip.
I'm just kidding.
Didn't make it out of the end. I would be shocked if the Packers didn't make it out of the NFC and have a trip to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. When was that? Was it right before the playoffs?
This was. I remember this episode.
Probably
This was in like
playoff-
January.
It was like our playoff predictions.
yeah.
Nah, I made it
Serge,
worse.
he did that shit in like 15
Yeah,
minutes.
nah,
bro.
he was on it quick. He knew right away. This game, I think, is really going to show you the differences between the Chargers offense and the Dolphins offense. We talked about it before. I don't want to see, if Brandon Staley gets fired, them hiring another defensive coordinator. You're going to see the Dolphins offense have guys be open. You're going to see Tua making throws down the field and make it look easy. While on the other side, Justin Herbert's going to make some fantastic throws. And you're going to be like, well, this guy has all the arm talent. He's the one that's able to make all of these tight window throws at any angle and out of the pocket and whatever you want. But at the end of the day, you're going to look at the scoreboard and the Dolphins are going to be winning this game. That's because of the better coach team. They're the team that has more explosive players on offense. And frankly, right now, Brandon Staley and his coaching staff and a bit of a lack of speed on offense is holding back Justin Herbert and this offense. I do expect Miami after I wouldn't say they got embarrassed, but disappointing week when they had their first real test of the season, this later into the season, I should say, second half of the year. Now they're going into the Chargers. They have a tough stretch. They have the Niners, Chargers, and I believe the Bills coming up right after that. So these 3 games against all teams that are looking to make the playoffs, obviously, 2 of the 3 are going to make it. Chargers on the outside looking in right now. They have to make a statement win because last week against the 49ers, they came up short. Now they have another opportunity on prime time, the whole world watching, all of the noise you heard, this is the first time they play a tough defense and they fold. You have Waddle going down to injury. The good news is Armstead did practice last Friday. He was a limited participant, but the fact that he practiced at all last week, I think, is a pretty positive sign. So he could play. Obviously, you're going up against Khalil Mack and Bosa. That's going to be a formidable pass rush any given week. So having your starting tackle out there is going to be very important. But I do think the biggest takeaway you're going to have from this game is looking at these 2 offenses, these 2 quarterbacks. One quarterback who has all the arm talent and all of the hype surrounding him, and you have another quarterback who is more cerebral, more accurate, and you're going to see one offense have guys wide open, be schemed open perfectly, and see that quarterback hit it. And you're going to see Justin Herbert make a lot of throws, but it's just going to be hard. It's just going to be difficult. It's just
What are you talking about?
what he's saying is
it's
facts.
true. You
What he's
have
saying is
Herbert, who might be
facts.
the more talented
Who's
guy.
the better quarterback?
Justin Herbert.
Do you know why he's
The
saying
way
it's-
you're talking.
But do you
makes
know
me
why?
think that
yeah, I'm
you
very
think-
confused.
I
Listen,
don't
what
think
he's
I'm making
saying-
it more clear.
It's
No,
crazy.
I was actually confused.
No, what he's saying is perfectly sound. What he's saying is Herbert has the ability to make these plays, but it's difficult because he does not have the scheme that the Dolphins have.
When's the last
He does
time?
not
I
have
don't
the
remember the last time I
weapons
saw a
that the
wide
Dolphins
open
have.
touchdown for Justin Herbert.
No.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
Don't remember.
Josh Palmer, the long bomb touchdown, but that was like on the first drive of the game. They probably schemed that for days in advance.
You guys are characters. In terms of Tua versus Herbert, there is no debate. There is no conversation. Herbert's clearly the better quarterback.
No conversation.
Tua is just playing at a great elite level right now.
This is
So
a
you
guy
have to-
that supposedly supports the Dolphins.
He did say that.
I do like you guys'
He
jerseys.
said Fit Fam. He did the whole.
Yeah, shit. But Herbert is clearly the better quarterback, and
Clearly.
we've talked about this all year. Herbert, they call him the social media quarterback. He gets all the excuses
He lost me. He
in
lost
the
me with
world.
that. The
But
dumbest
I
thing
think
ever.
this game is a circle in the map because I think this game, like we said, the Chargers basically have to win out. This game really is the time where Herbert needs to show, all right, I know the situation is not the best for me. I know that my back is against the wall. I have to put my backpack on and I have to carry this team to a win. And I think this is going to be the performance that Herbert really puts people like he that social media quarterback shit. He's really going to put to bed during this one. I think he's going to have a amazing monster performance. Justin Herbert. I think he's going to put on an absolute show because he has to. They need to get in the playoffs. He has to get in the playoffs for God's sake so people can just stop disrespecting him. And I think he has a monster-like performance. But in terms of Tua versus Herbert, Tua's not in that conversation yet, and it's okay.
What do you mean he's not?
He's not in that conversation yet. Herbert is in the conversation with Allen, Mahomes, Burrow. Like, he's in that conversation. Lamar. Tua's not there yet, and it's okay. Tua's first 2 years wasn't great. Situation wasn't great. He wasn't that good yet. Now, just like Hurts, they have walked into a situation where they're playing much better. They will get there in time. I think Tua will eventually
Who's playing better?
be what? Huh?
Who's playing better?
Who's playing better? What?
Who's playing better football, Tua or Herbert?
Tua.
Okay, thank you.
That doesn't mean you're necessarily better.
I don't know. Listen, I'm just saying it's not a conversation, but one's
It's not
playing
a
better.
conversation. I mean, okay.
So it's a conversation.
Given the situation, I think Herbert's playing better.
I don't think it's a conversation. You know it's not a conversation though. You just want to have the conversation.
No, I
But if you-
say it.
I think Herbert has had to overcome more than Tua and is still playing at a
I
great
disagree
level.
with that statement.
This season, it's absolutely true.
Prior to this season, it wasn't even a thought that Tua was going to do anything. Well, a lot of people believe that Tua was not capable of this.
They both have 3 years in. It's not even close to who's better.
No, listen, I've said it multiple times. Herbert is better.
So what's the conversation?
There is a conversation.
But it's a mute conversation because you know who's better. So what's the point of having the
because
conversation?
Tua now has definitely put himself with that company because of how well he's played so far.
So he's already
and
top
he doesn't
6, top
lose
7?
also. That's another huge aspect of things. He's putting up the numbers and he doesn't lose. It's a great combination.